Hello. I'm filming my first podcast video. Yeah, this is gonna be interesting because I've never done this before. I've thought about doing it. This is dirt on my face and my shoulder from my pig. And I just decided to keep it there because otherwise I'm going to be looking at my wrinkles or my gray hairs or criticizing something. And I'm sure you will be too. So maybe if I have dirt on my face, it will distract from other things you want to judge me for and other things that I want to judge myself for. So, Sacred Transmissions. This is Sacred Transmissions with Iridessa Blossoms. What do I want to say to the world? What do I want to say to the world? You know, I feel like everybody focuses, not everybody, so don't get offended that I said everybody, but I feel like the world is, about pointing fingers, blaming, separation, getting in fights, finding every single possible way in which we could tear each other apart and be separate from another, instead of focusing on what it is that we do have in common. Hopefully my pig does not knock over my tripod and he just rolled in the mud. So, okay. Nope. Okay. This is gonna be interesting. So, yeah, I want to talk about what we have in common, and I think what we have in common is the Earth. We all live on planet Earth. We all have a physical body. We all came from somewhere, we all eat. We all breathe. We all were born. However, we were made by our parents, or, there's so many things. Love. How about love? Love is the most important, amazing thing that we have in common. And, why don't we talk about that more? What brings us together? What can we celebrate about each other? What is it that we can get in an engaging conversation about what we do have in common and what we do like, instead of everything that we're different that makes us not like each other, I feel like when you're watching people, it's kind of like a date, do I like this person? Is this person interesting? Do I want to watch them? Do they have anything to offer me? Like, do I like them? Do I not? I like to wear underwear. Yes, definitely like to wear underwear. If you don't want to wear underwear, great, but I love my underwear, like, so much that when I first moved out of the house and was sharing rooms with somebody, she loved to wear my effing underwear. And I was like, quit wearing my underwear. And, they don't teach you, like, that a lease or how to rent an apartment or any of that in school. I didn't know what a lease was. I didn't know what a credit report was when I graduated. I didn't know what a lease was, didn't know what a cosigner was, and didn't know that there's a laundromat. Like, I grew up with a single mom who, that's a whole other thing, but we always at least had a washer and dryer in our house, so I didn't know what it was like to use a laundromat. So I go to get my underwear, and again, my roommate had taken my underwear. I'm on my last pair. I turned the suckers inside out and wore them inside out because that's how much I love underwear. So if we want to fight about that and not like each other about that, I guess, but I'm not on here for that. But I'm sure, everybody always has something negative to say about something, so somebody can, say whatever they want about that. I like crystals. I like flowers. I love animals. I'm looking at 3 dogs right now that I have, and 2 pigs. I have 2 pigs, 3 dogs, 3 chickens. So I love animals. I like cinnamon toothpaste. I'm not a peppermint fan. I mean, peppermint York patties, not the sugar-free ones. Those are okay. I could have like some turtle ice cream, but not my first choice. I mean, if it's the last ice cream on earth, okay, I'll eat it, but is it my favorite? No. Pineapple? I do not like hot pineapple. I do not like warm pineapple. I do not like pineapple on pizza. I like cold pineapple. I like fresh pineapple. I did have some chocolate covered pineapple one time, and I thought it was gonna be, and it was great. It was great. That was in Mexico. Fresh pineapple, like dipped in fresh chocolate, like fondue style. It was amazing. I'm looking at clematises. I love clematises. I'm hearing birds. I have my butterfly bush right there. Today, part of the reason why I started Sacred Transmissions today on Spotify and YouTube. I've been told that I should have a podcast for a couple years now. I've been asked to be a guest on a couple podcasts, and so I thought, well, I better get my shit together and start something to connect to. So I had a 2-hour massage today, and I'm going into the post office that I go to like 5-6 days a week, and I'm stepping, from the road to the sidewalk to open the door to walk in, and I find this full-blown, dead dragonfly. So that's today, Monday, and Friday I serendipitously went to my studio, and there was like a leaf on the ground right in front of the door of my studio, and I was kicking it with my foot so you don't step on it and track it into the studio, and I see a wing, and I'm like, that's a dragonfly wing. So I found a dragonfly wing on Friday. Then I came home, went for a walk, found a caterpillar, and then when I came back by, the caterpillar was dead, and I just remembered I put it in my plan. I should check and see if it's still there. At least I thought it was, because one time it was March and it was like probably 60 degrees, 50. It was going to get down in like 37 degrees-ish that night, and I was working in the yard and I saw a big, huge bumblebee, but it wouldn't fly. It wasn't really doing anything. So I go out at like 9-something at night, and I have my light on my phone, and I've got a spoon, and the bumblebee is still on the ground in the grass in the same spot. So I went and put it in a plant, and the next day about 2:33 in the afternoon, it's like hitting against my window trying to get out. So yes, I need to check on the caterpillar and see if it's still alive in my plant or not. Yes. So then I'm getting the dragonfly out of my car to bring into my house, because I've found a couple. Here's my chicken. Here's Speckles. I found another full-blown like dragonfly like 2 other times that I have, and I find bees all the time. I've found a couple bumblebees that were actually had passed, but the hell am I talking about? Talking about something. Having a moment. Oh, I found a dragonfly on a walk, and it was still alive, and I brought it home, and I filmed it, and I feel like it was passing, but its wings like did this for like 20 minutes, and I filmed parts of it, and then after that it just quit moving. So yeah, so I find the dragonfly and the bee. I find the bee as I'm getting the dragonfly, walking in the house, walking my dogs. Later on, big huge dragonfly on my clematis that I filmed today. I've seen butterflies. I'm missing, like, I need to see a ladybug today and like a hummingbird. I don't even know where to look properly at the camera, but whatever. And then my husband found 2 raven feathers. So, and then I'm talking to a friend of mine, Kristen, and she said how like a dragonfly flew right in front of her window on Friday, which is when I found the dragonfly wing on Friday. There was several big dragonflies that flew in front of my window. I had a ladybug land on my window one time, and we went for a drive for a while. Anyway, I just feel like all life should be honored, and we should all just love each other, and I love magical like days and moments like that when I don't know, the world's full of magic, and there's so many things that, you know, are being broadcast all the time that we don't talk about. Like, I have my own energetic signature and my own sound waves and my own light waves and my own frequency, and we all have that. And, you know, you tune into the right radio station, like sending out an SOS, you know, there's just so many serendipitous things in life, you know, law and order, cause and effect, karma, chaos, peace. You know, we just went to Egypt recently, and so many people were like, oh, you shouldn't go to Egypt, blah, blah, blah. I went anyway, and I'm really glad that I did, because it was the most powerful, special, amazing thing I've ever done in my whole life. And if I would have listened to people and not gone, like, I would have missed out, man. But you know, what's meant for you, you can't not align with what's meant for you. You can't miss out on what's meant for you. Like, so I'm gonna suck that back up a little bit, because I wouldn't have missed out. But I don't know what the hell. I was gonna say something about something. Egypt, coming back, raven feathers. I don't know. Secret of sending out an SOS. You know, there's, oh. All right, yeah. Everybody was like, was it safe in Egypt? Blah, 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 blah. And I was like, the most craziest, dangerous thing about Egypt is the way they drive. That was the scariest thing, but it was amazing, the order and the chaos there, and then the stillness that I was able to find in that. That is a whole other, like, thing. But yeah, dirt on my face, dirt on my arm. This is me. Here's my first video that I'm gonna post. We'll see how this works. But I do like chocolate. I like dark chocolate. I like milk chocolate. I like to do this thing where I try to go 30 days without processed sugar. Right before Egypt, I did go 60 days without processed sugar, so I have a lot of honey, a lot of maple syrup, a lot of fruit. I love my honey lattes right now. I had sugar on June 3rd was the June 2nd. Whatever was a Monday. Whatever was this, if it was June 2nd or 3rd, that was the last time that I went and had a Sonic strawberry chocolate shake. And before that, I had a Bismarck maple donut, because I was going out with in style with not having any of the processed sugar. Both my grandparents on each side have had farms. Grew up raising cattle. One was a dairy farm, one was ranchers. I did have somebody say to me one time, I'm like, do I want to say that? Am I gonna get flack for that? Like, whatever. I just found it was funny. Like I said, I have 3 chickens, I have 3 dogs, I have 2 pigs. I did have 3, one passed, her name was Bumblebee. But I love animals. I ate sausage today. I fast a lot, so I think I ate last night about 10:30 was the last time I ate, and then I had sausage about 6:15 today, and I'm looking at a pig right now, and I'm not going to eat my pig. A guy down the road from me growing up, when I was little, he had a pig and chicken farm, and his pig farm, part of it started on fire one day, and I was about 2. I remember going and putting that fire out. And anyway, back to what I was saying about a girl. She was a pole dance teacher. I have an aerial studio, a dance and aerial studio, and she said, I was talking about eating meat, and she was talking about being vegetarian, and she goes, well, I love animals. She goes, so you don't like animals because you eat meat? And I was like, I think at that time I had 3 dogs and 2 cats. We didn't have chickens yet, didn't have pigs yet, but I just thought, so you think that everybody who eats meat doesn't like animals or has pets? I mean, we grew up raising, I mean, that's some people's livelihood, but I just thought that was funny. Not that I'm talking about people who do or do not eat meat, but I mean, you can not follow me or not like me or talk shit about me because I eat meat if you want. Like, here, I'm giving you a reason to bully me if you want to. Not that you're going to, but anyway, it's just sad. Like, my word of the year is divine neutrality, when just being neutral and trying not to judge things and judge other people for the things that they say or the things that they do or the things that they think, and pointing fingers and creating all this separation. And instead, just want to focus on love and what we do have in common. Yeah. Anyway, I could just keep talking forever, and I just don't really know. I've never done this before, and I totally love that I'm dirty, because now I can not talk about my wrinkles or my teeth white enough, or I don't have any makeup on, or my white hair, I mean, we're all perfectly imperfect, and I think it's all about accepting and loving and embracing each other and finding ourselves and walking to the beat of our own drum. I normally would be all dressed up and have the right lighting and my makeup and the right angle and know the right place to look and have my logo, and I'm doing this differently. I'm doing this with dirt on my face, no makeup, not even knowing the right effing place to look in the camera. And I'm outside in my backyard, and I don't have a microphone, so we're just gonna see how this works, and hopefully in me finding myself, you can find yourself, and we can accept and embrace and love each other for the sake of why not. Anyway, as my friend Marie would say, she would say, "This is the gospel according to Iridessa."